What's going on, good people, on this nice Thursday? Um, First of all, I want to say that my spirits was pretty down yesterday because I really did record something. I had every intentions of doing a video. So once I started recording yesterday, everything was just going wrong and getting in the way. So I posted a video last night and I really wasn't feeling it. So I deleted it because, like I say, my spirits was down and I didn't really even agree with, like, what was the point of putting it out? It was a pointless video and I don't like to waste nobody's time and, like, be a snooze fest just for the sake of promising you all a video once a day. Because sometimes we just get so behind in things and busy, we cannot do everything that we promise people. So, don't blame it on my heart, because I really do want to put the video out every day, but sometimes I'm not going to be able to do it. And that's just being honest with you. And, all of us that work, we understand that. So, not to go too deep into that, I just wanted to put that out there. I did post something yesterday, but I took it down because I didn't like it. And, if I'm not feeling my own content, I don't expect for anyone else to. So I took it down. And I'm back today because something just hit my spirit and I just wanted to share it with you all. And that's, we can make all the plans we want, but when God says he's in control of everything, he can show us better than he can tell us. And we know that in our spirit, but sometimes we take a chance and just want to do things on our own anyway. Although we know, in the back of our mind, maybe I should just wait. But it's being so impatient that we go ahead on and do things in life that we should wait for God. We should wait on God to do, or, ask the Lord to guide our steps into the right direction in our lives. And I just wanted to tell a story of mine. I wanted to share something with y'all, my own personal experience and how I'm beginning to learn patience. Because for the longest time, I didn't know how to just be patient and let God do everything for me. Just wait on things to happen. And sometimes I know that you just gotta go and take care of stuff, because if you got your ability to, if God give you the ability to go make something happen that needs to happen right away, like common sense, it will push us to that point to go take care of something basic that needs to be done. Like, we got the money. We got more than enough money to take care of bills in a timely manner, so do it. And as long as we thinking with a foolish mind, we're going to continue to blow money in places that it doesn't belong and neglect, the necessities, things that we need to take care of. God blessed us to be able to get up and go to work every morning and make, more than enough money, or even work 2 jobs and make ends meet. Because sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. But even in that, and when we're tired and weary, you still can't forget about God, and just don't forget to drop down on your knees and thank God just at any random moment. Like me, myself, I talk to God all throughout the day. I'm always talking to God. I'm always praying. I'm praying for myself, for work, for my kids, especially for my kids, especially when they're not at home. And they're not little kids. Mine are 19 and 20 years old, but I still pray for them, And so I just wanted to tell you about the time that I thought I had it all figured out and I would just go about doing things on the schedule that I had planned. And like they say, you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And that, when I first heard that, that always stuck with me, because I'm like, I always do make plans and then turn around and it just all, it just all come apart in my face, because I'm moving too fast and trying to get ahead of God's plans instead of just waiting on God. But at the same time, I didn't really know God then and didn't know how the Lord worked. So once I put my trust in God and gave myself fully and committed myself fully to him, I start to understand more, because you grow once you get to that point in life. And then I got to the point where I was teaching my kids, like, whatever you take out, put back. And that's how you keep yourself, on a, on a level, steady, in a situation to where you won't be biting off more than you could chew, and things get just too, it just gets too far out for you, for your reach, to where you can't, put things back into place and get back on track. And so with that, I'm going to give you an example. I used to, okay, like I have a savings fund, a retirement plan put away that I can contribute to, and I can also, pull away from it. And I do so every so many years. I mean, it got to get real tough for me to have to, do that. And I thank God that that money is there, and I can contribute to it, and I can pull away from it for hardship time. I might not have all of the business that I needed, because I work for a school system, but we out for the summer, so you still have to think about where your income gonna come in at. And I can work different jobs, but it still might not be enough money. And I still was doing my cleaning, but it still might not be enough money. But I had that money that I can fall on. And that was like a savings bond or retirement plan. You can turn it into anything you want to turn it into. And like I say, you can contribute to this money. So I found myself pulling away from that, pulling away from something that we have with my job called deferred payment. That we let our paychecks pull so much money from our checks and put it aside for savings, just to have. Because you can always use some extra money for whatever. And you never know when you might fall on hard times, so you got that money there to pull from. So I was teaching my kids with pulling away from their money how I had so much saved up. And I always got like a goal. And I had to get away from these goals. Because not that it wasn't realistic in my mind and my heart wasn't in the right place. And I'm trying to teach my kids and put them up on game on how to spend your money. And don't worry about all this other stuff that don't really matter. Getting your nails, like my daughter, getting your nails done, your hair done, buying, shopping and stuff like that. Like my daughter, she works, and my son works. They get that from me. I guess they growing up in my shadow, and that's a good thing to see them wanting to work and have their own money and make something out of themselves and go to college and, further their education and just do more than just a little bit at a time. Like, they'll pile so much on them till I tell them, some things you're going to have to let go of or you're going to wear yourself out. And I know you're young, but don't do too much, because you're going to end up losing focus of what it is you really trying to get to. So anyway, pick something that you like to do and try to make a career out of it. And so I'm getting a bit off track. But back to, sharing my experience with getting ahead of God's plan. I had money put aside, I'll just say $2,000. And we live together still. My kids still live with me. I'm not rushing my kids to leave the nest. I'm not ready to experience emptiness. When it happens, it happens. But I'm not going to run my kids off. At this point, it's just me and them. And I'm a single woman and we got a dog. So, everything's good. So they work, I work. And I put aside $2,000. Let's just say $2,000. I'm not going to be exact what it was. But I would tell them when we pull from the money, if we pulling from the money to pay bills, put back into the money with your paycheck. And we'll have a system going. You put in what you take out. And we'll just keep that system up, And I say, and God going to continue to bless us with a job. Not just a little piece of job. He going to continue to bless us and be able to get out there and work and make things happen. So we ain't got to worry about ever going broke. And this is our money and we're going to keep doing it like this. And it was working out until, things happen. I end up having like some heavy car repairs. My son ended up having some heavy car repairs. Then he got a BMW. And those cars right there, it's like back-to-back problems. So he had to pull out of the money, and it was coming to the point where we wasn't making enough to hurry up and contribute back to what we were pulling out of. And I was worrying and stressing, and I mean, it just got to a point where my worry worrying and stress was wearing down on a house, and that spirit was so heavy. It was getting on my kids and stuff, and I seen it in them. And my son couldn't focus at school, and he started to fail, and the same with my daughter. And it just started to be like a downward spiral, and it was like just so much going on, so stressful at the point. So, well, I used to look up like how to just help myself come from out of this deep, stressful period that I was going through. And, and so I just said, well, Lord, I just had to make myself go back to God, because that's where it all began. I put my trust in you a while back. I said I trust you, but it's seeming like now like I'm worrying, and it's nothing that I really can do. I could only do so much to make things work in the household, me and my kids, and Lord, just help me out with this. And in the meantime, God was already doing it. But I was so focused on making sure that money stayed at the goal amount of $2,000 that I failed to see the big picture of God constantly blessing us through that season. We didn't lose our house. Our utilities, water, lights, all that stayed on. It never was disconnected. We never got to the point where things got so hard to handle bills. I was just looking at how much the money going down. At the same time, I still had the money to get the car fixed. That's what the money was for. But I failed to realize, at that point, spend the money on what you need to spend it on. But I had been teaching it to myself and to my kids for the longest. And I just forgot the bigger picture for a moment and forgot to just let God do it. Just let God, let go of these problems, let go of the stress. So I had to, it's like God put me through that. He just let me feel that. And it was a struggle for nothing. Because I was able, things got better. First of all, things got better. Because I always tell myself, and I learned this from an old man who used to change my tires. When I had my very first car, it was a lemon, it gave me problems. I used to go to him a lot, and not just to work on my cars. I used to sit and talk with him. And he was like, don't cry, because I think he seen that I was stressed at the moment for whatever was going on. My kids were much younger then. And it was all just me and working and just making ends meet the best I can. I remember him just saying, don't cry. It's going to get better. And that was just that simple thing right there. I think about that, and it gets me through a lot of times when I'm going through something, when I'm in that moment that I'm worrying. I have to bring myself back, like, calm down. It's only for the moment. This is not going to last forever. And, God got you. And, so I'm a strong believer in God and his word. Sometimes I just got to knock myself on the head to remind myself that God is in control of everything. So stop trying to make plans, because it ain't even about me. He know our lives from the moment we was born all the way until the day we close our eyes. He know this. We just living this life. We trying to get through it. And as long as we continue to pray and keep God first, he's going to get us through this. And, and we got to do right by people. You can't just, live this life and think you're going to do what you want to do, and you making the money and thinking that that's a blessing, because people quickly mistake just making good money as a blessing. If your heart not in the right place and you mistreat people, how you going to expect God to, to bless you? So he was blessing me through the moment. I just failed to realize it, because I'm looking at keeping that money at the goal amount of $2,000. And not that it was $2,000. I'm just using it as an example. And I still do that, but sometimes I just have to remind myself, chill out, let it go down. Okay, we down some, but we gonna come back up. He's gonna, he put it there, and we using it for what we need to use it for. And we just gotta trust God that he gonna work this out. He gonna put it back. He might not, but either way it go, we're gonna be okay. You just have to tell yourself that sometime I'm going to be all right. It's going to get better. So I just hope that this, I hope this message reach someone and help you out if you've been thinking that way, or any way closer, the story that I've given you the example of. you know, I just hope that this is for somebody, and if it's not anyway, but thank y'all for watching my videos, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Leave a comment and let me know what you think. And we'll talk soon. I'll talk to y'all later.